It's Jayo Stole Sports. We have hit week 6 in the NFL season, but before that, I see the fitted
You know
Toronto
what it
Blue
is.
Jays.
Come on. The Yankees lose. Come on, man.
Yankees lose.
Moving
Yankees
on. Let's
lose.
go.
Big Vladdy, this guy's he's worldwide now. He's global. Everybody knows who Vladdy is now.
100%.
So we're walking into the ALCS. T dot, we're here. We're going for it all.
T.O, man. Let's
Yeah,
go.
nah, big fitted right there, big fitted. So in NFL news, we have a trade in division trade. You don't see this too often.
hmm
Cleveland has traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are trying their best to get into the playoffs. They
Yeah,
feel like Flacco is better than Jake Browning and gives them a better chance to win. Do you like this trade? Does it make sense to you? Because there were other guys out there. There
100%.
were guys like Jameis. There were
hmm
guys like Russell Wilson.
Right.
Bengals decided to go with Joe Flacco.
Yeah, again, I don't like the decision. I don't know what it is with Flacco. Maybe he just has a good rapport. He just had he just they just say good things about him around the league in terms of him being coachable, or him being able to pick up things quickly. So maybe that's the reason why. And again, he's turned into a retired journeyman, right?
Yeah.
Came back into the league. Went to the Colts, went to the Browns, went to all these different organizations. Um, and I mean, his last stint with the Browns previously when he got them to the playoffs was the best one that he's done. But ever since then, it's hasn't been great, right? And now he's going to a team that doesn't have an O-line, a team and he's not mobile. He can't get around. So if they can't protect him, I just don't know how long this lasts. And I could see them going back to Browning this week.
Crazy.
I don't know if Flacco gets to the end of this game. But again, I guess they had to try something.
Yeah.
Because Browning wasn't doing well either. He was turning over the ball.
hmm
Um, but I guess this is the cheapest option, right? But I just feel like they should have took a shot at trying to see what they could have done. They could have got for Jameis or Russ
Yeah.
at the end of the day, because I think those are two better options in terms of if you're trying to make a run to make the playoffs at the end of the day.
Those are two way better options. They're they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
And they're gonna get stomped on against the Detroit Lions this week. It's gonna be bad. So that take you just gave, I could see that
The
happen.
Packers against
I
the
could
Packers.
no Bengals versus Lions.
No, Lions and facing the Chiefs.
Oh, yes, my bad. Packers, my bad.
Packers,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I can still see regardless,
hmm
Packers or Lions, I still see the Packers beating down on the Bengals.
hmm
So I'm not sure where their mind was when they decided to go with Joe Flacco because he hasn't even had any games this year to make you think he can turn it around.
But he did beat the Packers this week. I mean this
He
year,
didn't
right? So
show
maybe they
out.
thought, 100%. But maybe they think, okay, Flacco got it done. Let's bring him in. We're playing the Packers this week. Maybe he can find a way to get it done again. I don't know.
Yeah, no, okay. Sure. I just don't see how this pans out. I don't see how this works. It makes no sense to me at all. But this is a very weird division this year. You
Yeah.
see what's going on with the Baltimore Ravens.
hmm
They lost again and they got beat down
Yeah.
bad. The Texans haven't looked good this season
hmm
and they looked great. They probably were the team that looked the best in week 5.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud probably was the best quarterback in week 5, throwing 4 touchdowns and
hmm
only throwing 4 incompletions.
Yeah.
And again, Marlon Humphrey getting cooked. Got cooked so bad he's out for the season now.
Right.
St. Brown one week, another time with Nico Collins the other week. Keon Coleman was cooking him in week 1.
hmm
So this defense is looking absolutely atrocious, and they just signed CJ Gardner
CJ,
Johnson.
my
If
guy.
If anything, this is what they need. They need some dogs on that side of the ball.
100%. Yeah. I
So,
like the move. I like the
yeah,
move.
I like the move.
Hmm.
This move makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
You need a culture change. There
Yeah.
needs to be a shift in the culture in that locker room, and we all know what CJ brings to the table.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that can change everything because right now the Baltimore Ravens are looking absolutely terrible. How are they still favored to win the AFC North? I don't know. It
Hmm.
must mean that after this game, Lamar's coming back.
Yeah.
But
My take on that is it
how
makes
does that
sense.
make sense?
I
How are
think
they
the
still favored?
bookmakers don't want to lose too much money, um, giving them good odds in terms of if they made Pittsburgh favorite, everyone would jump on the Ravens because you got to look at their schedule. The Ravens, after again, they have to play the Rams this week. Most likely they're going to take an L, knowing that the Rams came off a bad loss to Mac Jones last Thursday,
Mm,
and the Rams are going to want to win this one in Baltimore. Um, but after that, they're on a bye week, right? So an extra week for Lamar to get healthy. And then the stretch of games, right? When the Ravens come back, it's all winnable games, really and
okay.
truly. It's just games where, let me pull up the schedule quickly for the
Yeah.
Ravens. But after the bye week, they play Miami. Um, Yeah,
W.
they play the Bears coming off the bye week,
Should be a
right? They play the
W.
Bears at Baltimore. Then they go down to Miami to play Dolphins. Then they're
W.
at the Vikings, at the Browns, at home against the Jets,
Oh,
the
wow.
Bengals,
Oh,
which I think maybe Burrow still won't be back November 27th, maybe, maybe not.
yeah.
Um, and then they have to play the Steelers and the Bengals and the Patriots, right?
Ooh.
So
You
looking at
go
that stretch of 6 or 7 games, those are all winnable games.
for
And
sure.
then if they're say they lose against the Rams, that makes them what, 1-5,
Hmm.
right? I think the Ravens can finish at least 10-7.
Yeah.
And 10-7 may win the division because we're looking at the Steelers team. And the Steelers team, yes, they've been fortunate to win some of these games, and yes, they're fortunate to be top of the division right now. But can we trust Aaron Rodgers deep
No,
into December and
no,
January football? I
not
don't
at
think
all.
so. So I think the bookmakers have it right, and having Ravens
Hmm.
still favored to win this
Okay.
division at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. You just mentioned a guy, Mac Jones.
Hmm.
He put on a clinic last week against the Los Angeles Rams.
Hmm.
Just diming everything, finding Kendrick Bourne. He was getting beat up. You thought he was gonna come out the game. He was
100%.
showing that heart.
Crazy.
It was amazing to watch, and it kind of made me piss a little bit because it's like we gave up on Mac Jones too early. So it got me pissed, but it's okay
But
because we have another quarterback now.
come on.
We have another quarterback now, so
Yeah.
I'm a little bit better after I saw
Hmm.
that performance on Sunday night. But for Mac Jones, we've seen a lot of chatter on
Hmm.
social media saying, "Oh, if they drafted Mac Jones."
Yeah. I mean,
It probably would have been a better look than what Brock Purdy's been showing. You just never know just because of how good of a play caller Kyle Shanahan is. He can
yeah.
make a lot of mediocre quarterbacks look really, really good.
Except Trey Lance, but he had an
The,
injury, so that's can't really.
the, the decline, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think the main thing I take away from that game is Matthew Stafford was amazing. He's looking like an MVP candidate. We
Yeah.
mentioned that last week, but the 4th and 1 call, what a bizarre call by Sean McVay. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. And you have a guy like Matthew Stafford, you have two guys on the outside, like Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, and they haven't been stopped all game pretty much.
Yeah,
I just think you have 4th and 1, I know it's right there. Kyren Williams just fumbled on the one
I
in that
know.
game.
Yeah.
So you look at it like that, he's not going to be running as aggressive as you would want him to do to pick up that 1 yard. So I think the better option would have been to put it in Stafford's hand and just let Devontae Adams run an option route, let Puka run an option route, or
Yeah.
get the ball in your playmaker's hands at the end of the day. So I just think I don't know. I think. Sean McVay, as good as a play caller that he
Hmm.
is, sometimes
Great.
he overthinks it,
Great there.
and then it leads to making mistakes like he did last Thursday.
Yeah. And another notable player who made a really horrible mistake, Chris Jones. He didn't want to run after Trevor Lawrence in that Monday night game. Trevor
That
Lawrence
was
stumbled
crazy.
twice and still got into the end zone.
Yeah.
How bad is it looking for the Kansas City Chiefs right now?
Hmm.
Because you would think after demolishing the Ravens, they got their groove back.
Hmm.
And then another stinker, not a great game at all. It seems like the only person that can help them win a game is Patrick Mahomes, and he has no help whatsoever. Are the
Hmm.
Chiefs in trouble? Because you see AFC West, you
Yeah.
see the Broncos beating the defending champs.
Hmm.
So what do you think about the Kansas City Chiefs right now? They still have to do another week without Rashee Rice,
Yeah.
but they just got outplayed in that game. I actually thought they got outcoached in that game also.
Yeah, Liam Cohen, definitely a favorite for Coach of the Year, I think, at this point, or definitely one of the top candidates.
For sure.
The Chiefs, really and truly, I mean, it was uncharacteristic, right? We see a guy like Patrick Mahomes throwing an interception on the 1 yard line and getting return, 100 yard return,
Yeah.
pick six,
Hmm.
and just a lot of mistakes down the stretch. That's just very uncharacteristic of the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, but I think they're fine. I think they're getting healthier
Okay.
slowly but surely. Um, I think we got to look at it the other way, and I guess we're going to touch upon it. I think the Jags are just a really good team, really and truly.
Mm.
But I think the Chiefs will be fine, but they do have a big matchup, and we'll discuss it later against the Lions this week, and they kind of need this win. They're at home again. They're very fortunate to have some of these games against tough opponents at home, and they find themselves in another must-win situation. So we'll see what they're able to do. It won't be easy,
Nah.
but nonetheless, I think they'll be fine if we're talking about making playoffs. But winning this division, it might be tough because Denver's a team that you have to talk about. The defense is starting to ramp up. Bo Nix is getting a bit more comfortable,
Yeah.
and they're playing better football. The Chargers are dealing with some injuries, so that's where I think about it. Like, they do have to play the Chargers again. It may be easier this time if they are still dealing with all these injuries. So I think the Chiefs are fine. I think
Mm.
the Chiefs will still end up being better than the Chargers and the Broncos. So I think the Chiefs will be fine.
And the Raiders ain't ever scared nobody.
Yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, I
Bottom
mean
feeders.
the Bengals should have traded for for Gino.
Yeah, so this division, it it's very winnable for the Chiefs, but we have to talk about that defense. That defense is just turning over the ball on a regular basis. Eric Armstead up the middle, you have Devin
Mhm.
Lloyd there, and they just upgraded that corner. They got rid
Yeah,
of Tyson Campbell and they just added Greg Newsome.
crazy.
So when you see a team making moves like that, they're here. They're
Yeah.
trying to go for it right now.
Hmm.
And Travis Hunter, we still are seeing him on both sides of the ball, but every single game, he's going to make a spectacular play. And you
100%.
saw
Yeah.
that catch.
Yeah.
He is a playmaker. He is a human highlight reel. So once this guy's on the field, you just always have to keep your eyes open because at any given moment, you're going to see somebody get mossed possibly.
Hmm.
Brian Thomas Jr., we still haven't seen him of last year, but it seems like Trevor Lawrence is trying. He had that
Hmm.
nice throw on the sideline, and that was a game-changing play. So yeah, the Jaguars, they are definitely looking like a real contender. We mentioned last week best division in football. We mentioned the NFC West. But I think we gotta switch gears here because the way the AFC South is looking, it's
Yeah.
dangerous. We just
Yeah.
spoke about the Jaguars.
Yeah.
The Colts.
Colts look good.
Colts are looking good.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, probably the best running back in the league right now.
Hmm.
And CJ Stroud and the Texans, they got two wins now. They
Yeah.
were
They're
looking
well
like they
coached,
were
great defense as
struggling.
well. Yeah.
destroyed the Ravens.
Hmm.
So this is one of those divisions where you would never think before the season it can be the best division of football.
100%. Yeah.
But right now, oh man, gotta
Yeah.
put respect on the AFC South right now.
I agree. And if you look back to I think a week or two ago when Houston and the Jaguars played, it was a very close game.
Yeah.
Either one of those teams could have won that game. Now we fast forward to see Jaguars beating a Chiefs team. It's like, whoa, maybe. And then
Mhm.
again, Houston started off with a very tough schedule. They had to play the Rams, they had to play the Jaguars, they had to play the Ravens. Like they've had very tough opponents
Yeah.
to start the season. But then when they have to go through the easy stretch, right, of games, that's going to result in wins at the end of the day, right? And when Joe Mixon is healthy, I know he may need a bit more time, but they do have Nick Chubb and Willie Marks, the rookie, that can help them in the interim. So I think you're right. And this Colts team, they're playing out of this world at this time, at this moment. So I think yeah, it's a three-team division right there. And anyone can win that division. Who do you think is gonna outlast that division and end up the winner of that AFC South?
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll with the Colts.
Mm,
I think the Colts are playing the best ball right now. And I just feel like we saw it with Saquon last year. You get to a team, good offensive line, everything seems in place. You're just that much better of a player. You feel more comfortable, and you don't have all the pressure on your shoulders anymore. You
hmm
got guys around you. So I look at that the same for Daniel Jones. It's not all the pressure's on his shoulder. He has guys around him. Michael Pittman's there. The defense is really good. Jonathan Taylor's there. So I just think as a group, they're very cohesive.
hmm
And I th I just believe with the way they're winning. Again, they do have one loss, tough loss against the Rams, but with the way they're winning, the way that Shane Steichen calls plays, I'm gonna go right now with the Indianapolis Colts.
I'm not mad at that. I don't. Football is a strange sport. You know, we see the first half of the season,
Yeah.
the first quarter of the season, and things could change near the end of it, right? The weather plays a part. I know the Colts do play indoor, but I don't know how Daniel Jones will be when he goes outdoor. But again, he does have the best running back, so that can make his job easier. And debatably, he has the best tight end
Yeah.
in the league right now in Tyler Warren. Um, so having a running back and a safety blanket at tight end as well. Uh, Again, it'll be. Then their defense is playing great as well. I picked up their defense in fantasy.
Ooh.
They've been putting up good numbers as well. So I'm not mad at that, but it's hard for me to sleep on the Houston Texans.
Mhm.
The they own this division for the past 2 years, right? And they're
Yeah.
very well coached. And when that defense gets going, when it gets colder into this November and December, I think there'll be a problem for sure. Um, so I'm gonna go with Houston Texans. I know they had a slow start to the season, but when they had to face the easy, I know they have a first place schedule, but I just think when they have the easier games, they're gonna win those games and then find a way to win this division. So I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans to win this division.
And for early, super early regular season MVP, there are a bunch of names we can throw out there. Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert. Who's a guy you would lean to at this moment?
I know the favorite is Josh Allen, but Josh Allen did take a bad L to I wouldn't say bad because maybe the Patriots are good. Who knows?
Strapped him up, strapped up, strapped up.
Right. So Josh Allen is the favorite right now, but I just think that's just off of recency bias
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
being last year's MVP. But Baker Mayfield's playing out of his mind right now. He's just finding ways to win. I don't know how he's doing it. I mean, him and the Mecca is just finding ways to turn up. Um, and he lost his number one receiver in Mike Evans. People in his own line. He lost Bucky Irving. Like that win against Seattle was a huge win,
Oh
really and
man.
truly.
Oh
And the
man.
way he pulled it off, it's really on his shoulders. And he's been doing it for these first 5 weeks, really and truly. It's whether it's a big run, a big throw, he's just finding ways to get his team to win. And if this continues and they are top one or two seed in the NFC, you got to put Baker's name in the hat
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
I think a guy early on who was getting a lot of MVP love was Justin Herbert. But I just look at Justin Herbert's game and I look at his resume, and there's so many losses on his record that are just hard to look at. It's kind of embarrassing
Hmm.
for a guy that's been in the league this long, probably 5, 6 years now, maybe even more. You lose to a rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart, and then last Sunday you lose to a sophomore quarterback in Jaden Daniels, who is coming back from
Yeah,
injury.
at
And
home
you
too.
and you're at home and you wonder why
Yeah, coming
he's
off a
winless
loss.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So there are just certain games you're supposed to win as a starting quarterback in the NFL, and he is not doing that consistently. So, yes, Justin Herbert is an amazing talent, great talent, most yards as a rookie, this, that, but the GOAT has told us it's about winning.
Hmm.
Tom Brady showed us the blueprint. It's about winning, and it's about putting your team in positions to win. So I still need to see more for Justin Herbert to become a top five quarterback. I think it may take a while, but right now it's just to me all hype
Hmm.
with Justin Herbert. It's all hype. And again, kind of like Dak Prescott a little bit, a lot of empty calories. A
Hmm.
lot of empty calories. So yeah, that's what we got with the recap for week 5. We got some games, big games, huge games in week 6. We'll get after right away. The Panthers. Actually, you know what? We gotta talk about our teams. Let's not do this. It's too early. It's too early. Let's not do this. We just beat the Bills. Y'all beat the Giants.
That's
We
not saying
face
much.
off in week 6. What's up,
Nah,
man? What's up?
nah, okay.
Y'all
I
y'all
saw
couldn't beat
that
the Bills.
post.
Y'all couldn't beat the Bills. We beat the Bills. You know it's slow for you this week, bruv.
I know that I saw that post you sent me on Instagram about Spencer Rattler, and I mean, I'm not talking too much about my New Orleans Saints. I think this is a down year. There's no reason why we should be winning. I'm not happy about us winning games because what's the reason at the
Mm,
end of the day? So I think we need to secure a top three pick, top two, ideally, but it is what it is. I think Giants aren't a great team. They
mm.
play Thursday night against the Eagles.
They should get
We'll
punched.
see. We see how they bounce back in that one, but yeah, Saints' first win, Spencer Rattler's first win, good for him. Kellen Moore's first win.
Hmm.
So kudos to them. But yeah, I think the Patriots winning was much more of a topic of conversation.
For sure.
Drake May, again, he proved himself in that one.
Yeah.
Big win. It's always tough going to Buffalo and getting a win, and he did that. So, um, how does that make you feel about your Patriots? Do you think your Patriots have a chance at this division, and or do they have a chance at making a run for the playoffs?
As much as you like, we're all fans, right? So as much as we're fans, you have to be realistic also. So the Bills are still the best team in the AFC, and they're the best team in the AFC East. So I still got the Bills winning the division, but us sneaking into the playoffs, I see that. I
Mm,
see that. And when you come from a bad injury like Stephon Diggs had, takes a long process of recovery.
Hmm.
And yes, he did start the season, but people are thinking too highly of him if you think he's going to just start popping off right away.
Right.
It's a real serious injury for a wide receiver. Drag route, slant route,
Hmm.
just constant shiftiness, constant quickness.
Yeah.
So it took him till week 5 to finally show that he still has that burst, he still has that juice. And I'm happy it was against his former team. He was on demon time against his former team.
Yeah, yeah. He was moving like a man possessed for sure. He was acting
Yeah,
unruly out there.
yep. So I think now the season starts for
Mm.
Stephon Diggs. And those other receivers, hopefully they can see how hard he works because other than Stephon Diggs, we don't really have any weapons.
You guys also lost Gibson for the season as well.
Yep.
You guys need to figure out your running back situation. Is it going to be Trayvon Henderson, or are you going to still give Stevenson chance after chance after chance?
Yeah. So if this was Belichick, Stevenson would have probably been cut by now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes when you have a player's coach, they
Yeah,
know what it's like out there.
yeah, and he
So
did bounce back with a touchdown, so
yeah, so
it
Vrabel
worked.
stuck with him, and Travion Henderson, he's young, he's looking like he can be legit. So we'll see, but it's the defense.
Hmm.
It's the defense that's the unit of the ball that is gonna bring us to the playoffs. We know Drake May, he has flashes. Stephon Diggs, he's not in his prime anymore, but it's the defense. If you tell me Josh Allen is only gonna get 20 points, that's a win.
Hmm.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we could sneak into the playoffs, not win the division though.
Okay.
So let's go to these games. We got the Panthers at home against the Cowboys.
Mm.
Both teams coming off wins last week. Bryce Young looking looking all right. Looking all right. It's just very up and down with Bryce Young.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect
You
at
don't.
any given week, so it's just like, is it going to be good this week? Is it going to be bad? Like since he had I mean, that game should have been over, 17-0, and they found a way to come back and win. So it's just like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? So like, in this game, like I don't know. I think it'll be a bad week after a good week where they found a way to win. This Dallas team is playing much better right now, and the running Javonte Williams is having a
Yeah.
comeback player of the
Player of the
year
year.
type performance. Ferguson is starting to cook up. Dak is doing what Dak does. And George Pickens is catching touchdowns, right? So when this team gets CD Lamb back, I don't know, they're gonna be a team to kind of look out for in terms of the wild card spot. So I like Dallas in this one.
Mhm.
I think Dallas should win this game in Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dallas should get this win. And I always notice about when it comes to Carolina, it's the week after a win, it's almost like they show no effort the next week.
Yeah.
So I can see this game getting ugly.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Even though the Seahawks took that L last week, Sam Darnold's still doing his thing, man. Sam
Yeah.
Darnold is still having a good season. Trevor Lawrence, two young quarterbacks. What do you see happening in this game?
This one's a tough one to call. It's in Jacksonville as well, right? Jacksonville coming off that big win. It's almost like they poured out the Gatorade. It was Trevor Lawrence's birthday.
Birthday, yeah.
So short week as well.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of leaning to Seattle after coming off a tough loss to the Bucks, where they could have won that game really and truly. I just think Seattle, that defense, is pretty well coached. If Sam Darnold doesn't turn over the ball, make too
Yeah,
many mistakes,
yeah.
I think Seattle finds a way to win this one. Yeah,
Yeah, I got Seattle also. I think that they're just a little bit more consistent. I think they could run the ball a little bit more better than the Jags. And I trust their wide receiver one over the Jags
yeah,
wide receiver one.
yeah,
JSN is going crazy this year.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks with the W. We have we're gonna go Lions, the Lions game. We
Hmm.
mentioned we want to talk about this game.
Yeah.
The Lions are going on the road into Chiefs Kingdom. Do you see the Chiefs going 2-4?
Yeah, this game I really want to watch a lot of it.
Mhm.
It's in the 4 p.m. window, I believe.
This is the Sunday nighter.
Oh, it's a Sunday night game.
Sunday
Perfect.
nighter.
So I can watch that game in full. Yeah, this game's gonna be a good one. I really don't know. I really because Lions are playing great football right now.
Yeah.
Um, they look like the Lions of last season with the offensive weapons. Demont is throwing touchdowns. Gibbs is getting in the end zone. Everyone's scoring, right?
Everybody.
But they do have some injuries on defense. I think, their corner, Terry Arnold, is out, and
He's
I
been
think
getting cooked though.
he has
I
been
don't think he's not playing like the guy we saw at Alabama.
100%. But if he's out, then and he's been starting, then who's behind him,
Yeah,
right?
that's tough.
So, um, I think Chiefs, after coming off that bad loss, I think they need this win and not gonna lose again at home. I mean, they weren't at home last against the Jags, but they're not
Mm,
gonna lose this
yeah.
game. So I think similar to that win against the Ravens at home, they find a way to win this game against the Lions.
I can't agree with you on this one. Not
Okay,
this one.
okay. Yeah.
So I just look at the Lions. Everything just seems so smooth, so efficient. They're they haven't missed a beat. Yes, week one they had a little bump in the road, but if there's a time to have a bump in the road, it's week one.
Yeah.
They're looking legit. They're looking legit to me, the best team in the NFC. And the Chiefs just another week without Rashee Rice. I don't see Patrick Mahomes just doing too much. He's doing too much. He's forcing things. Like I know he's the best player for them this season and probably every season,
Okay.
but he's forcing things. He's running the ball way more than we've ever seen, and it's
Hmm.
because these guys are not getting open. So he's forced to do scrambling. He's forced
Yeah.
to run 10 yards down the field. But I just think the Lions are much better, and right now they're in form.
Hmm.
Jahmyr Gibbs, all these guys. We haven't even really seen Jameson Williams break out yet.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I got Amon-Ra St. Brown doing his thing. The running game is gonna do their thing. I got the Lions winning this game, going into Chiefs Kingdom and
Okay.
getting another victory.
Okay.
The 4 o'clock game we missed was 49ers versus the Bucks.
Yeah,
So
we
Mac
gotta talk about
Jones,
MVP Baker, man. Come on.
yeah. So Mac
I
Jones, I believe is gonna start again.
believe
Only if
so.
we hear something different.
Yeah.
But as of now, we haven't heard that Purdy's going to play.
Hmm.
So, yeah, 49ers going into Raymond James Stadium to
Hmm.
face the Bucks. What do you think is going to happen?
Huh, this one's a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Uh, Mac Jones, he's still dealing with injuries, but he
Yeah.
found a way. He did find a
Found a
way
way.
at the end of the day.
He thugged it out.
He did dug it out, but I think that was more so the Rams finding a way to lose, more so than the Niners finding a way to win.
Mm.
Um, oh man, I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks in this one. I think the Bucks win this game. I just think at home, I just think their defense is good enough in terms of being able to s- contain a guy like Christian McCaffrey, especially in the running game. If Mac Jones is able to throw for all those completions and do what he did last game, then again, I think the Niners win the game. But I don't think that happens again in this week. I think the Bucks find a way to get to him and throw him off his spot. Um, and Baker is still going to be baking his dozens and cooking that Niners defense with Emeka Godwin
Yeah.
and whoever else is over there.
It doesn't even matter
And
who's
it
there.
doesn't matter. He's going to find someone open
Yeah.
downfield. So yeah, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one.
I got the Bucks also. I've always respected Baker's game.
Yeah.
I've always thought that he was a dog, he was a baller. And yeah, he just has that grit. Emeka Buka, he's looking like the offensive rookie of the year. He's
Hmm.
balling. Of course, he's under guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So, like, to have vets like that, you're good.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we got to go with the two rookies from last year, the first overall pick against the second overall pick. We saw what Jaden Daniels did. Last minute Hail Mary for the win.
Yeah.
You see Jaden Daniels getting the better of Caleb Williams again. Monday
Yeah,
night.
I do. I do. And I think this Washington team is just as good as they were last year. And Debo makes them even a better team. Debo Samuels is having a great season so far, and they have a great connection, clearly.
Yeah.
So I do like Washington in this spot. I know the Chicago's coming off a bye, but Chicago hasn't really been that good
No.
anyways. So I like Washington in this one. I think the Commanders keep rolling.
Yeah, I got Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Big win for him last week, and you already know. It's Jail Stole Sports. Y'all like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend.
The Yankees
Yankees lose!
lose.
You already know.